Hello, sir. Alright. Welcome to another video. Today I'm venturing a little further. There's like a park called Clear Lake Park. It's kind of on the water. Supposedly there's alligators there, so I'm going to see if I can see any wildlife or whatever. It's just a 6-mile trip there and 6 back, so I should be plenty safe. I got a full charge. I mean, I think I have a full charge. Yeah, full charge. I'm not sure if I'm going to talk too much, but just kind of feel like going out and going for a little ride. I put a message on Facebook to see if anyone else was out, but I don't think so. I don't think there's a lot of riders in my area. They're mostly like, I guess, closer to downtown Houston or something. But so it wants me to take a busy street. The navigation. It's just fine. This thing goes plenty fast enough, but I don't want to have to be open throttle the whole time. Use too much battery up. Just take it easy on the sidewalk here. It should be alright. So another thing that's really awesome about these bikes is the ride anywhere aspect. Like a bike path, sidewalk, street, whatever. As long as you're not, you know, riding 40 miles an hour on the sidewalk, you're fine. Oh, damn it. So I'm getting a little bit better at filming. Each video I try to improve in some way. I just did an install video for the battery bypass, and oh, it worked. You know, I used some like fade ins and outs for the different clips and some fast forward, a little bit of text at one point where I said the wrong thing. The lighting sucked, so I bought some like 150 watt equivalent daylight LED bulbs for that little studio apartment in the back of my house I use as the shop. And that makes a world of difference. So my next videos filmed in there should come out way better. For some reason I just don't like talking when I'm like close to other cars and stuff. I'm kind of worried about people hearing me talk to myself. It's kind of weird. So anyways, I posted a vlog, I think it was last night or the night before, something like that. You know, I talked about weight loss and stuff like that, and already I'm getting like supportive comments and stuff, which is pretty sweet. Not that many people have watched it, but the people that have, some people are making like supportive comments. That's pretty cool. Yeah, my daughter's now ex-boyfriend lives right over here. Oh, so last time I had a vlog, I talked about how I lived in Seattle for a while. I lived there for about 10 years. I grew up in Fresno, California. There's another Suron YouTuber who lives in Fresno. I can't remember his name, but I'll figure it out and I'll put the link to his channel in the description. He actually has like 15,000 followers, something like that. So I watch his videos. Well, yeah, so I decided to, you know, we wanted to move to Seattle. It was at the very bottom part of the housing crisis with all the foreclosures and stuff. 2012 is kind of when the housing market hit rock bottom, and so houses were a lot cheaper there then, so we decided it was a good time to go. And yeah, so we moved there, bought a house over there, and we lived there for 10 years. And it was like, in 2012 when we moved there, it was like absolutely beautiful. I still think Seattle's probably the most beautiful city in the entire country, in the summer. I mean, once you get around September or October, the clouds kind of move in, and they don't leave again until like May. And so you're kind of living in a black and white world for like more than half of the year. Yeah, so, sorry, I paused there because there's cars. Like I said, I don't like talking. But anyways, anyways, it was beautiful there. Like, absolutely beautiful. It was clean. Like, the thing I like, there's not a lot of billboards and advertisement and stuff like that. You don't see a lot of graffiti and everything. I mean, there's some. And there was homeless people down there, especially downtown, but it wasn't like a shitload or anything. I mean, they'd be panhandlers and stuff like that, but it was not bad at all. And the neighborhood we lived in was kind of like a working class neighborhood in West Seattle. It was a couple miles from Alki Beach. If anyone knows anything about Seattle, it's just a beautiful area. Okay. Yeah, and anyways, me and my wife worked there. My background was in social work, basically, so I worked with a lot of like mostly refugee families, low-income families coming into the country, and just kind of like helping them get settled in and stuff like that, and get, you know, signed up for benefits, whatever, help them with that transition. And talking about refugees, mostly from Africa, Somalia, a lot of them, people from like Mongolia, different like Asian countries like that. So it was a really, really good work. And then I got into working with like people involved in the prison system. Like I worked in the jail with mentally ill guys, mentally ill guys. And then I was hired as a program manager for the Department of Corrections with the state, and I started developing programs for guys who are done a long time in prison and who are coming out. So basically, guys who were the most violent and the most likely to recidivate were the people we worked with, and so we developed some really cool programs there and stuff. Actually reduced the recidivism rate for the population we worked with by like 39%, which is pretty insane. So those are the people most likely to get out and rape and murder and stuff like that. And so they're getting out anyways, so 39% less rapes and murders, you know, that's a pretty good accomplishment. So I was pretty proud of that. But anyways, as I lived there, the policies just got progressively worse. Like, dude, I work in social work, you know, I'm all about like social justice issues and stuff like that, you know, on a practical level, right? Like working with criminals, for example, like the number one thing that you have to ingrain in their minds, that the word responsibility and the word empowerment are interchangeable, right? And so like 80% of people in prison who had some involvement in like the foster care system, the vast majority of them come from extremely abusive like childhood backgrounds. They were sexually abused, physically abused, blah blah blah, you know, and people cope with that sort of thing in a different way. And I think the guys who end up in prison are pretty unique in that they had traumatic childhoods, but also they were touched by some sort of institutional system, like the foster care system, juvenile hall system, something like that. There's something about the combination of early childhood trauma and interaction with institutions that creates sort of a pipeline to prison, you know. So, and a lot of these guys, they have like victim mentalities because they were victims, right? Most of the people sitting in prisons now are like yesterday's throwaway children, you know, children no one cared about, who were abused, who were locked up in juvenile facilities, no one wanted to help them. I mean, that's just a fact. Yeah, and then we got to deal with them on the streets, committing crimes, committing murders, and filling our prisons and stuff like that. It's because we as a society did not take responsibility for them when they needed our help when they were kids, and you know, this is our karma that we're dealing with for our neglect, basically. But you have to teach them responsibility. It's kind of like
600 feet, turn right onto Coastal Oak Drive.
Turn. left or right. When I was a kid, I always liked the movie Poltergeist 2. I don't know if you guys remember that one. It's the one where like the Native American came out and helped. And there was this one scene where the dad was complaining, right? And the Indian said to him that a real man takes responsibility for everything in his life, right? And so even though like people, they're dealt a horrible hand, they experience some severe childhood trauma, that's the hand they were dealt in life, right? And you can either be a little victim about it, you can have all your whole identity sort of completely revolve around being a victim, or you know, you can play the hand you're dealt and do something about it and try to become a better person, right? Okay, I think I'm supposed to go down this bike path. So it's not about victimization, it's about empowerment and responsibility, right? And so that's how it's been for the last, you know, few decades, and it works. And of course we try to create programs to help them overcome their childhood trauma, communication programs, just basic life skills programs, all this kind of thing. But the main thing is taking responsibility, right? That's the main thing. And it felt like just the entire political situation, the cancer culture, I don't even know what you want to call it, how our entire country has kind of been trending towards is all about being a victim, being part of a marginalized group, and then like it gives you some sort of sense of identity. And so the nonprofits and stuff like that who are wanting to get involved in coming to help these kind of guys, you know, they just had the wrong message. You know, they made things a lot worse. The problem is having a victim identity, right? Even though they are victims, but they are also perpetrators. But anyways, and if you kind of expand that out, it's just where it's just some well-intentioned, sort of naive people are making decisions, you know, about real-world problems that make them a lot worse than they do better, right? And so the same thing is with, you know, the homeless population, you know, and pretty much anything you can think of. You've got sort of upper middle class white liberal people, which I don't, there's nothing wrong with being white or anything like that. I'm white, but it's just they don't know anything. Like they're smart, intelligent, educated people, but they're naive. You know, and it's just. And it's that kind of people that's completely destroyed Seattle. Like, it used to be so beautiful. Like, they stopped enforcing most of the laws. Like, they have these things called, like, crimes of poverty, that, you know, they tie the cops' hands around their backs, and they don't let them enforce the law. Urban camping laws, people who can just use drugs out in the open. Even misdemeanor assaults are considered crimes of poverty, right? And so if you have this sort of almost like a utopian environment for drug addicts and criminals, right? It's going to attract them from all around the entire country. And by the time that we left, the city was completely transformed, completely destroyed. I mean, there were areas like of Seattle, like one place is called the Jungle, where you literally have tens of thousands of tents. I mean, like a whole city's worth of people just living in these makeshift sort of counterculture, extremely violent and horrible places, right? And the city just has like a hands-off. A lot of these people are like deep in their addictions, right? They're killing themselves on a daily basis. And their idea of compassion is to just let them rot. Let them destroy themselves and let them destroy the city and everyone else around them. Which is completely inhumane and ridiculous. These people need intervention. I've worked in a lot of jails and prisons. I don't know how many times I heard people say that getting arrested was the best thing that ever happened to them. Because it gives them an opportunity to get clean. To have someone intervene in their lives, to get on their medications. And to get stable. Anywho, I got out of the whole social work thing because I was just upset with how things were going, and I retrained in software engineering, so that's what I do now. I'm a software engineer, but yeah. And I just got sick of it. I like living in a progressive place. Like Houston is kind of, you know, it's a left-leaning place, but it's reasonable, right? Like being like working in the prison system. Like I would work with a lot of cops and you know, guards, correction officers, stuff like that. You know, and you make friends with them. They call you like a wussy or a pink lib or something like that. You call them a dumb jarhead. And then, you know, you invite each other over for barbecues and stuff like that. It's okay to be friends with people who have different opinions than yourself. You know what I mean? And it's just like today, it's like you have to hate. You have to hate people who think different than you. If you think different, you're a part of the problem. You can't even be neutral in situations anymore, or you're an evil person. Come on, it's getting ridiculous. I just feel like people here in Houston are reasonable. You can be liberal. You can be conservative. And it's like people respect each other here, it seems like. So, anyways. That was kind of a long rant. Wait, am I going the right way here?
Make a U-turn, then turn right onto El Dorado Boulevard.
I'm like not even paying attention to the directions. Man, that was a pretty good fucking rant. I hope this stupid camera picked it up, this mic.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Brook Forest Drive.
Anyways, I need to make some friends, guys. Come on. Hit me up. Let's meet up and go do some rides and whatnot. But my new career in software engineering, it's interesting. Like, it's very similar to working with people. It sounds kind of weird because you deal with a lot of ambiguity, you know, a lot of unknowns, a lot of stress, you know. When you're first designing a solution, everything's sort of foggy, and it takes a while for things to get some clarity and function. A lot of times things work in software engineering, you have no idea why they work, but you're satisfied that they work. It's very similar with working with people. Oh yeah, hey, I'll work for Surons too, man. If anyone's out there and they got a little business that sells Suron, you need some help with, you know, building a database or something, an API, or even some front-end work on their UI, hit me up, man. I'll work for a Suron. That's a really nice area. I want to go ride downtown. I still I've been here almost a year. I haven't been around downtown. We've been to the outskirts of it, but I still haven't been downtown Houston yet. I can't never leave my little area here because I work from home. I don't have to commute anywhere. And so yeah, I've pretty much been in just Clear Lake for about a year. So I like Clear Lake. Clear Lake's awesome. I like how close it is to the water, and it's an easy drive to Galveston to the beach if you want to get over there. Oh, okay, so this is Bay Area Boulevard I'm coming up on. I should probably, yeah, once I get over there, I'm going to turn my GLE thingy on and try to figure out where I'm at with battery. I mean, I'm riding pretty, I'm not drawing very much power, so. Oh, nice little forested area out here. There's like, at some point you get into the area where there's a whole shitload of deer around this way. There's even like feral pigs and stuff. There's been feral pigs spotted in my neighborhood digging up people's yards too. And then probably about, if you go south a couple miles is where NASA is. It's pretty nice over there. It's pretty cool. This is this bike trail here. Take you all the way to the park. Oh, Boeing, interesting. This must be like Boeing headquarters. I actually applied for a job at NASA It's software engineering. I mean, I don't even think they gave my resume a second look, but that would have been fucking sweet. Man, that'd be pretty sick if I did see an alligator. It's only about half a mile left till I get there, I think. Hey guys, tell me in the comments, like, so when there's, I don't know if I should just edit every silence out or if I should just let this thing play through or what. Let me know. Because like I said, the vlog thing, it's not very straightforward. It's hard to tell. You know, so sometimes when people just post videos of themselves riding around with just music playing without any talking at all. So I'm just not sure, you know. Yeah, just let me know. It's less work for me to have to edit out every, like, silent moment. It's pretty bumpy right here. Oh, look, a river. Or a bayou, as they say here. Oh, this is the park. Oh, those are pretty looking birds. What is that? There's a cat right there. See what's up with this cat. Oh, what is that? Those are weird looking birds. Oh, like some kind of duck. They're cool looking. Wow, I've never seen ducks like that before. What kind of ducks are those, if you guys know? Huh. Yeah, a little river area, bayou. So this leads out to what's called Mud Lake. I think it's a brackish water lake, and then Mud Lake leads into Clear Lake. Clear Lake leads into, I don't know, I forget some bay, and that bay leads into Galveston Bay, which leads out into the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, see. It says Gator Crossing. Be gator safe. No, it doesn't say Gator Crossing. What am I talking about? I want to be. Oh, that's a vulture. Let me get close to it. Hello, sir.
Turn left, then turn left.
I want to see a damn alligator, man. Yeah, I know I look ridiculous on this thing because I'm fat, but I don't give a fuck. See, there's gator signs everywhere. Be gator safe. Never seen an alligator in the wild before. Just at the zoo. Alright, this thing's annoying me. I gotta get rid of it. See how I'm doing on battery. Oh shit, 83%? That's awesome. Wow, I can go far. I have a fishing kayak that I bought that's never ever touched water, sitting in my garage. Big Fish 108, it's this big bastard. I want to get into doing kayak fishing over here too, because I planned on taking it out in Seattle, and you know, we end up moving and all that kind of stuff, so I haven't had a chance yet. I don't have a way to transport it either, so I need to make more money this year, and hopefully I'll be able to get a Cybertruck eventually. I love Teslas. I got a Tesla now on the Model Y. That's fucking awesome. If there wasn't so many people here, I'd ride out on those, what are they called? Piers. And then right on the other side of this area, ugh, I'm gonna fall on my ass going up this thing. I'm gonna try it though. There's a huge nature reserve, some kind of bayou forest type thing, and it has a bunch of trails and stuff. I wonder if you can ride a bike in there. I don't know, maybe you can. I'm gonna go check it out actually. I don't think I've seen another Suron in Houston since I've been here. I know a lot of people riding e-bikes around. I haven't seen any Surons. Except on like YouTube. Man, I would have loved to have been here for that October mega ride. All the YouTubers showed up and everything. I think that G-Bear, Saronster over there, that Dylan Thompson was there. It's all kinds of people. Oh, look at this little bridge. Any alligators in there? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Cloudy today, but it's actually, the temperature is pretty good. It's like 70 something, so it's pretty nice. I know there's a crap load of deer over here. Yeah, that's the Armand Bayou Nature Center, that's what it's called. .75% battery. Yeah, see, I wouldn't be able to go here and ride around too much and then make it home. When I get my Chai battery, the 72 volt 51 amp hour battery, because that's, I think, just as many watts as I don't really want to go there, as like the 6060. Actually, it's more. Because if you times the volts by the amp hours, I think you get the wattage. So 72 volts by 51 times 51, I think it's greater than 60 times 60. But anyways, I should have like a, with me on it, probably about 50 miles of range with that battery or so if I ride good. So this one says I've done about 15 miles so far. Yeah, there's no way that's correct, because it's 6 miles, 6.12 miles from my house to the park. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to fix that. I'm gonna start heading back now. Thing gets up and goes with that battery bypass. Oh, is there no, there's no path over here. I thought there was. Wide open. 49 miles an hour. 50. %60 left. That's pretty good. God, the sidewalks are curvy, kind of fun. Just don't want to run into anyone. Try to keep an eye out. Part of me wants to like upgrade the suspension on this thing, but it's like, like it's. I do want to get a second Sur-Ron for off-road, and then I'll beef up the suspension on that thing. But I mean, there's really no point in doing it to this one, because this is the only type of riding I'm going to do, like around town type of stuff. I want to get a dirt version and go out to, I forget what, there's like a national park north of Houston, and it has like some dirt bike trails and stuff. I want to take it up there. I even want to try to take it on, like if I can find like a beginner's motocross kind of track thing and try that on the Sur-Ron. That'd be pretty fun. Oh, another reason why we chose it, we were originally looking at Austin to move. But Austin's, I mean, it looks like it's starting to have some of the same problems that Seattle started having, so. And it's more expensive. And I like how Houston is, I think, is the most diverse city in the country, so you can get pretty much any kind of food you want. Of course, a fat guy would say something like that, but yeah, any kind of food you can possibly think of you can get here, which is nice. Yeah, it says 64%. Wow. I'm almost back home. This thing gets actually good range, man. I'm surprised. This is going to help my range anxiety a lot. Fucking love the weather in Houston. And I grew up in Fresno, California. Like I said earlier, it's hot as fuck over there. It gets like 110 during the summers, you know. So it's baking hot. And then before we moved here, you know, everyone was like saying how hot it gets, how horrible. It's like extreme heat in Houston. And I was like, oh shit. And they're like, oh yeah, because the humidity makes it a lot worse. And blah blah blah. But it's like, no. Yeah, it does get hot here, but no, it's not like crazy terrible, not at all. It gets into the 90s. I mean, it is humid, but it's not like being like in a desert with just the heat's just baking you to death. It's not too bad at all. I mean, unless you work outdoors, and yeah, it's gonna suck, but no. I actually kind of like it. I think that's why everyone's so nice in the south, because of it has such nice weather down here. There's no fucking winter. There is no winter. I mean, it got cold for a few days, you know, last year too, got cold for a few days, and that's it. It's like 60, 70, 80s this week. Yesterday I was bitching, because it was like low 60s. It was a little chilly. If you guys are from the area, let me know some good spots to go to. Like, where else can I go explore? I think I'm just going to start picking, like looking around on the map, like Google Maps, and try to find some good spots. Getting more comfortable talking on camera now. I think once you get used to it, it just kind of feels natural. Because I know I'm talking to somebody, you know, temporally, like, disconnected, but eventually someone's going to be listening to what I'm saying. So it's just like it's like a pre-conversation. If I didn't lose all my audio. If you guys get a Suron, or if you already have one, you're running the stock seat. I bought the upgraded Luna seat, and it's actually pretty comfortable. Like, my butt hurts a little bit right now, but if I was on the stock seat, it would be unmanageable. I wonder if, like, in the motorcycle world, we get like seat concepts, and there's different like companies that make custom seats. I wonder if they make. I mean, Suron's becoming a pretty good market, so I mean, if they don't, they're going to be soon. So you can probably get some really nice seats. It'd be cool to see someone try to attempt to ride one of these across the country and just kind of map out different places to charge. I mean, all you need is a 110 plug, so you might be able to make it across the whole country. You got like an upgraded battery. Get like the Chai 60 volt 70 amp hour battery and just run it like at 4,000 or 5,000 watts. I mean, I bet you can get close to 100 miles of range of that thing if you're a smaller person. So if you just need to charge up for a few hours, 3-4 hours every 100 miles, I bet you somebody could make it across the whole United States on one of these things. That's a challenge. I need some goddamn subscribers, man. I need 1,000 to monetize my shit. I don't even care about monetization, really. It's not something I want to make dick anyways, but I want enough subscribers where people send me free shit to review. Can try out different things. Get Prickly Parts sending me some shit. I want free stuff, guys. Slam that subscribe button. Alright, well, hey guys, thanks for watching if you're still here. If you're one of the people who left some kind comments, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I don't want to say peace out, that's not natural to me, but check you later. Goodbye. Sayonara.